Have you ever walked into your bedroom, looked around and thought, why can't I sleep like I used to? Or maybe you wake up with a sore back or just feeling off. You tidy up, change the sheets, maybe even buy a new pillow, but something still isn't quite right. Here's the truth. Some of the everyday items in our bedrooms might be quietly messing with our health, our sleep, and even our mood. And today, we're going to uncover 5 items that many seniors still have in their bedrooms and why getting rid of them could make all the difference. Stick around, because number 4 is something even doctors often overlook, but I've seen it change lives, including my own. If you're new here, welcome to the channel where we care for each other with tips for better sleep, health, and happiness in our golden years. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and share so we can keep growing this wonderful community together. Now, I know what you might be thinking. I've had this bedroom set up for years and I'm used to it. I get it. Our bedrooms are our sanctuaries, places of rest, memories, and comfort. But as we age, what our bodies and minds need from that space starts to shift. I remember visiting my Aunt Carol, who's 78, a few months ago. She kept waking up stiff and exhausted, even though she went to bed early and thought she slept fine. Turns out, a few seemingly harmless items in her bedroom were affecting her more than she realized. Once we made a few small changes, her sleep and even her energy during the day improved dramatically. So, today, we're going to look at 5 common bedroom items that might be doing more harm than good, and what to do about them. Don't worry, we're not tossing everything out. This is about empowering you to make simple changes that can truly improve your well-being. Let's dive in. Number 1, that old, sagging mattress. Let's start with the most overlooked item in many bedrooms, the mattress. It's easy to ignore because we don't see the damage like we do with worn-out furniture. But just like a favorite armchair that slowly sinks in the middle, mattresses break down with time. And when they do, they stop supporting the body the way they're supposed to. Many older adults keep mattresses for 15 or even 20 years, often because they're still comfortable or because replacing one feels like a hassle or a big expense. But here's what most people don't realize. Even if a mattress feels okay, its inner structure, the coils, foam, and support layers, may already be failing. And for older adults, whose bodies are more sensitive to pressure points, joint alignment, and circulation issues, that matters more than ever. As we age, our muscles and joints become less resilient. A mattress that sags or dips in the middle can pull the spine out of alignment and put unnecessary pressure on hips, shoulders, and the lower back. The result? Waking up stiff, sore, or fatigued even after a full night's sleep. Let me tell you about George, a 74-year-old veteran. He thought his mattress was fine. He'd had it for over a decade and liked how soft it felt. But he was waking up every morning with hip pain and numbness in his legs. At first, he blamed it on aging, but once he upgraded to a medium-firm mattress with built-in pressure relief zones, everything changed. Within 2 weeks, his hip pain had dramatically reduced, and he was waking up feeling more rested. Here's an easy way to think about it. A mattress is like a pair of walking shoes. At first, it fits you perfectly, but after years of daily use, the inner support wears down. You may not notice the change until you start to feel it in your body. And just like worn shoes can cause knee or foot pain, an old mattress can slowly contribute to chronic aches and poor sleep quality. Mini tip: if your mattress is older than 8 to 10 years, or if you wake up stiff, sore, or tossing through the night, it's time to seriously consider a replacement. Look for one that offers spinal support, gentle cushioning for pressure points, and breathability to keep you cool. A well-supported night's sleep isn't a luxury, it's a foundation for daily health. Number 2, decorative throw pillows and heavy curtains. They may make the bedroom look cozy and stylish, but decorative throw pillows and heavy curtains can quietly compromise your health, especially if you're over 60. Here's why. These soft furnishings trap allergens, dust mites, pet dander, mold spores, and even pollen cling to these materials, especially when they're made of thick, textured fabrics like velvet, chenille, or brocade. Over time, these allergens build up even if everything looks clean on the surface. Throw pillows, in particular, are rarely washed. Many are purely decorative and weren't even designed with regular cleaning in mind. And curtains? The heavier they are, the more likely they are to gather airborne particles that circulate through open windows, heating systems, or even just regular movement around the room. For seniors, this buildup can trigger a host of symptoms: morning congestion, itchy or watery eyes, sneezing, and even mild breathing discomfort. You might assume it's just allergies or even seasonal changes, but in many cases, your bedroom decor may be the root cause. Janet, a 72-year-old retired teacher, experienced this firsthand. She loved her bedroom's floral theme, which included 6 plush throw pillows and long velvety drapes she hadn't washed in years. Every morning she woke up congested, thinking it was just dry air. But after her daughter suggested a refresh, she made a few targeted swaps. She replaced her old pillows with simple, machine-washable cotton ones and traded the heavy curtains for light-filtering, dust-resistant blinds. Within a week, her morning symptoms eased significantly. It's not just about allergies either. These items can also affect air quality, making it harder for your body to fully rest and recover during sleep. Poor air circulation, combined with fabric that harbors dust, can subtly wear down your respiratory health over time, especially if you already have asthma or other sensitivities. Here's an easy comparison. Think of your bedroom like a pair of lungs. It should feel light, open, and easy to breathe in. When fabric-filled surfaces trap old air and dust, they slowly weigh the space down. Mini tip: wash decorative pillows at least twice a year, or opt for ones with removable, washable covers. When possible, choose lightweight curtains made of cotton or linen, or consider installing easy-to-clean blinds. And be sure to vacuum around these areas regularly using a HEPA filter vacuum. These small swaps don't just freshen the room, they freshen your lungs too. Number 3, under the bed clutter. This one often gets ignored because, well, you can't see it. But what's under your bed can quietly affect both your physical safety and your mental peace. Many older adults use the space beneath their beds as a convenient storage spot. It makes sense, it's easy, it's hidden, and it keeps things out of sight. But over time, this area can turn into a catch-all for boxes, bags, old shoes, and forgotten items. And that can become a real problem. Let's start with safety. When clutter spills out from under the bed, even just an inch, it creates a subtle tripping hazard. And for older adults, one misstep in the middle of the night can have serious consequences. Ruth, an 80-year-old widow, learned this the hard way. She kept an old box of photo albums under her bed, and one night when she got up to use the bathroom, her foot caught the corner. She fell, fractured her wrist, and spent 3 months recovering. It all came from something she hadn't thought twice about. Beyond physical safety, under-the-bed clutter can impact your sleep quality. You might not consciously register the mess down there, but your brain does. Studies have shown that sleeping in a cluttered environment increases cortisol levels, the stress hormone, and can make it harder to fall and stay asleep. The brain prefers visual and physical order, and even hidden clutter can create a low-grade sense of unease. Think of your bedroom as a sanctuary. If your bed is the center of that space, anything that feels chaotic beneath it, even if hidden, disrupts the calm. It's like trying to relax on a boat with tangled ropes in the cabin below. You may not see the mess, but you feel its weight. It's also a magnet for dust, which can contribute to respiratory issues. Dust tends to collect in undisturbed areas, and underbed spaces are often cleaned infrequently. If you already struggle with allergies, asthma, or nighttime coughing, clutter down there could be silently making things worse. Mini tip: instead of stashing miscellaneous items under your bed, use clear, sealable storage bins with wheels. Label them and only store things you actually need, like extra linens or seasonal clothes. Even better, take 30 minutes to clear out anything you haven't used in the past year. Your future self will thank you. A clean space under your bed equals a safer step, a calmer mind, and better sleep. Number 4, your old alarm clock or digital devices with blue light. Let's talk about something small, but surprisingly powerful: the light coming from your old alarm clock, tablet, or any screen left on in your bedroom. You might think a soft glow from a bedside clock or the dim blue light of a charging phone is harmless, but in reality, it can disrupt your sleep in subtle but serious ways. Here's what's really happening. Your body follows something called a circadian rhythm, your internal clock, that helps you fall asleep, stay asleep, and wake up at the right times. This rhythm is strongly influenced by light and darkness. Blue light, which is emitted by most digital screens and LED lights, tells your brain it's still daytime. That means it holds off on producing melatonin, the hormone that helps you fall and stay asleep. Now, imagine lying in bed with a small screen on, even just for the news or a quick game before dozing off. Your eyes might adjust, but your brain doesn't. It stays slightly more alert than it should, making it harder for you to drift into deep, restorative sleep. Even the tiny red digits of an old alarm clock can signal your brain to stay just awake enough to fragment your rest. Take Henry, age 76, for example. He used to fall asleep watching cable news on his tablet, thinking it helped him unwind. But he was waking up like clockwork at 3 a.m. and couldn't figure out why. It wasn't until his doctor suggested cutting out screen time before bed that he made a change. Henry started charging his tablet outside the room, switched to a book with a soft reading light, and covered his bright digital clock with a small cloth. Within a week, he was sleeping longer and waking up refreshed. Here's a visual that helps. Think of your brain like a flower trying to bloom at night. It needs darkness, like a seed needs soil to do its best work. But light, especially blue light, is like poking at the soil with a flashlight all night. The result? Shallow roots, shallow sleep. Mini tip: replace old LED alarm clocks with low light or analog ones. Cover any glowing lights from chargers or TVs and avoid screens for at least an hour before bed. Consider blackout curtains if outside light is an issue. These tiny changes can make a huge difference in how well you sleep and how rested you feel the next day. Number 5, sentimental items that stir sad memories. This one can be hard to hear, but it's spoken with care and compassion. Some sentimental items, while deeply meaningful, can quietly disturb your emotional well-being, especially in your most vulnerable moments. Late at night, when your thoughts are most active and your guard is down. Many older adults keep personal mementos close to their bed, photos of a late spouse, a handwritten letter from decades ago, or an item that once belonged to a parent or child. These items are treasures of the heart, no doubt. But not all treasures bring peace, some bring pain. And when these reminders live right beside your pillow, they can open emotional wounds just when your mind is trying to relax and let go. The bedroom should be a place of rest, not grief. A place to restore your energy, not revisit old heartbreaks. But that's exactly what can happen when a sentimental item acts as a silent trigger for sorrow. Take Lillian, age 79. She had kept her late husband's photo and watch on her bedside table since he passed. Every night she'd glance at them before turning off the light, and every night she felt a deep, aching absence. One day, she decided to move them to a memory shelf in her living room. It wasn't about forgetting, it was about relocating the moment of remembrance. She later shared, "I still honor him every day, but now I can actually fall asleep without that wave of sadness. You're not alone if you've experienced something similar. Many seniors find themselves quietly weighed down by nostalgia in the space where they need to feel safe and lightest. Think of it like this: emotional rest is just as important as physical rest. If the objects around you at night stir up loss or longing, your heart never truly settles. It's like trying to sleep with music playing from a sad memory. Your body might be in bed, but your emotions are wide awake. Mini tip: create a designated reflection space elsewhere in your home. A shelf, a memory box, or a quiet reading nook where you can engage with your memories intentionally when you're emotionally ready, not when you're trying to rest. And in your bedroom, surround yourself with items that feel peaceful, calming, and uplifting. This doesn't mean forgetting. It means choosing peace where peace is most needed so you can sleep, heal, and face tomorrow with strength. Let's take a quick breath and go over what we've learned today. 1. An old sagging mattress can quietly affect your joints and sleep quality. 2. Dust-collecting pillows and curtains may trigger allergies and discomfort. 3. Under-the-bed clutter can lead to both mental unrest and real-world falls. 4. Blue light-emitting clocks and screens keep your brain alert when it should be resting. 5. And certain sentimental items, while special, may need a new home to preserve your peace. Now, here's the beautiful part. Every one of these changes is within your power. And the results? Better sleep, less pain, a calmer, more comforting space to rest in every night. Remember, making changes doesn't mean letting go of the past. It means creating a future that supports your well-being. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. I hope you feel encouraged and ready to create a bedroom that truly supports you. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe, and help us grow this beautiful, supportive community. And tell us in the comments, which item are you thinking about removing first? Let's share our experiences and keep learning together. Until next time, take care of yourself and remember, small changes can lead to big comfort.